Hey, I'm Maisie Peters and I covered Green Day's Basket Case for Like a Virgin. I wanted to do something slightly unexpected, and Green Day were one of the first bands I sort of found for myself when I was 12, 13. One of the first bands that I discovered and I decided that I liked just because I liked it. And I loved that song. I loved 21 Guns and Wake Me Up When September Ends. They were sort of real pillars of my adolescence, so I thought it'd be fun to do my take on it.
Sometimes I give myself the creeps.
I think I loved the spirit in all of those Green Day songs. I loved the energy and the sort of fire in them. Also, they're just amazingly well-written songs. The melodies, the lyrics, when you take everything out of them, they're still so great. And 21 Guns is, I'm pretty sure it was over 5 minutes, and I used to listen to the whole thing. I was on my iPod Shuffle, on my pink iPod Shuffle, and then I just do it again. I'm sort of an obsessive with songs. If I like a song, I'll just loop it and I'll just do it again. And I definitely did that with a lot of their songs. So we knew we wanted the arrangement to feel different from the original, obviously. And Tina, my keys player, is an amazing violinist as well. We're on tour with Ed Sheeran right now, and she plays violin in Galway Girl, which means she is the Galway Girl in my eyes. So it was good to have her Galway girling in the corner. And I also really love the 1975, their new song, Part of the Band, or not new anymore, but it was. We were sort of inspired by that and by sort of folk songs and country music as well. I love a lot of country music, and whenever we do things acoustically, we end up having a real country twang to it, sort of accidentally, and that really felt like it happened with this one, and having sort of a folk country twist to it.
Am I just paranoid, or am I just stoned?
So the lyric where he goes, am I just paranoid or am I just stoned? And every time I sang that, laugh, because I famously with my friends just like actually can't smoke weed. I am the most unhinged person. Like, I literally think I can't walk, and last time I thought I was possessed. So I don't really smoke anymore. So every time I sang that, I was like, this is deeply funny. Like, indeed, I am paranoid because I am stoned. So I don't really partake anymore.
Sometimes I give myself the creeps.
I started making music when I was probably about 12. I borrowed my friend's guitar and I used to write songs, and I just did that every day, all the time. Since then, basically, I was a busker in the UK, in Brighton, where I'm from. I was singing in pubs, I was singing at Christmas fairs, I was singing at beer festivals, and I did that for a long time, and now I am here. And my biggest inspirations growing up were people, Taylor Swift was a huge one for me, also Lily Allen, Sarah Bareilles, First Aid Kit, lots and lots of people, Casey Musgraves, Dolly Parton. I have a really good friend called Greta Ray, who is an Australian artist, and she did one probably about 2 years ago. She did a Gang of Youth song, which I now love. I now love that song because she did it. And yeah, I spoke to her loads about it at the time because she was really excited, and so I was really like part of that journey, it feels like. So I feel like I've half done a Like a Virgin before because I was so invested in that one. But hers is amazing, and I've watched it so many times, and she's incredible. So I wanted to live up to the legacy that precedes me. I love the Confidence Man one as well, the dancing, Chef's Kiss. I really like how original everybody's take on whatever song they do is on here. I always think there's something for everybody, and it's really fresh and different, and it's always interesting.
So I better hold on.
A good cover is unexpected, I think. You have to think outside the box. I also think it's hard, but do something that nobody else has done, and that is hard because we all do like the same songs, but that's the best ones.
I can't help thinking that she's got a better body.
Yeah, so that song is the first single off of my new album, and I wrote it in Bergen in Norway with two of my friends, Matthias Tellers and Ines Dunn, and it's a very personal song. It came from a very painful part of my life. The song itself came together really quickly, and the production feels very big and sort of euphoric. I was listening to a lot of the 1975 and a lot of Fleetwood Mac, and sort of trying to combine a lot of those worlds in one, I guess. When we were performing it today, it's been so fun and traumatic, stripping it down and taking it to that place which is a lot softer and so much sadder. We're all doing it like, Jesus Christ, what was this? But yeah, it's so fun sort of getting to perform it like that, because that's where it came from, I guess. So it's cool to access that part of myself.
It all keeps, I know.
I have been loving Australia. I'm a big Australia fan. I think I was actually destined to be Australian. Some of these shows have felt like hometown shows. Like, I feel like it's a homecoming tour, which is crazy because I'm very far from home. I just have a real affinity with all of my Australian fans. I feel like there's real genuine love and connection there, and they've all been waiting for me to come over here, and I've been waiting to come, so it's just been actually the best time. I was very nervous. This is a big deal. Most musicians I know think Like a Virgin's like one of the coolest things, and it's a real honor and a real treat to be asked to do it. So I was definitely nervous, and we had a lot of different cover choices before we settled on this one, and I was like last minute, like, I don't know if this is the right song, like maybe we should change it. And yeah, I was very nervous, but I had so much fun. This has been one of my favorite days, I would say, so far in Australia.